little walkthrough of the inside of my cabin. I haven't done one in a long time, so with some updates and stuff, things I still need to finish. I put carpet in the loft for my little boy. I made these bed set, I don't know, ends out of an old computer desk that I cut up. It's hard for me to get up here. He has a whole lot less trouble. There'll only be 5 again. So, he made his own bed. Not bad for being 5. But he's got these little nooks. I still got to finish that. I'm going to insulate it off and then cover it with material. But, it's got an Xbox, which I don't let him play all that often. It's more or less so he can watch movies at night before he goes to bed. But he's got his fan, because, well, the loft is hotter than the rest of the place. But it ain't too bad. Looking down, lots of shoes. I don't know why I ended up with all those shoes here. We always go down the creek and our shoes get wet. Even though we got water shoes, we never use them. So, running off the solar, of course, because, well, it's pretty much all the electric I got. But it runs everything I need fine. I build all this out of scrap material. Even the carpets, really. The carpets were remnants that I got. That's an interior, exterior. Figured it'd be good. Because when we go down to the creek, you know, we carry mud up and whatever in the yard around here. Ain't much of a yard just yet. I do rain collection, pump from the creek. As I've expressed in other videos, so I always have a gallon or 2 of regular drinking water out here. Got a new fridge. The old white one was a real drain on the electric. It was like 12 years old, so I ended up getting a new fridge, something a little bit more efficient. But still ain't finished everything in here. Always caught up with so many other projects, and still got to trim it out, paint it, finish that wall over there. But overall, it's coming along. Let me see if I can get down from here without falling. I tore my rotator cuff, I've expressed in other videos, and I went to come down this ladder about a week ago, and for some reason my arm just decided it wasn't holding on, so I fell. It was not fun. Anyway, you know, a lot of people, I don't go into a whole lot of detail. This is all pallets. I recycled even the nails from the pallets. This is the switch. I didn't want to put a switch upstairs because my son's 5. He loves playing with switches. So I put this switch here, so when he's upstairs, I can basically control the electric. My antique guns. My dad was a gun collector. He didn't leave me much when he died, but he left me those. Somebody said they're worth money. I don't know. They ain't worth nothing to me, honestly, except for something to hang on the wall. They were my dad's. My little boy broke my old big screen at my wife's house. So I picked this up the other day for free. Somebody was giving it away, said it didn't work. The only thing that didn't work was the sound. So I wired it through my amplifier, and worked out really well. Of course, I got my antenna hooked up, and it's really kind of cool with the antenna, because with the antenna, even though I'm, you know, way out in the boonies, I still get plenty of TV options. You know, and it's crystal clear. I don't know if you can see that on this, but that's through an antenna. Absolutely free watching. And this is 24-hour cartoons, so That makes my son happy. I get like 38 channels, I think, or 42 channels with a $38 or $32 thing I bought off of Amazon. So, Amazon actually supplied most of the stuff that I used for everything around here, from my solar to my antennas, all my like electrical stuff pretty much. Got my little percussion banjo section there. Oh, you can't live without the retro Nintendo. Love it. Bought it pre-filled with like 500 games. Absolutely awesome. Even though I don't play it, but it's still good to have for when the kids are here. Even though I don't let them play it that much. Still got the old wood burning stove. I discovered last year that I got to add some pipe. At least I'm hoping that'll be my solution. I get a lot of, when it's really super windy, I get a lot of blowback smoke. Like when it's windy outside, some smoke will blow through the door. So I'm going to add some length to that. Oh, that's something I built not too long ago. The heat was beating on the fridge, so to cut down on, you know, how much it ran, I built that little knee wall there. Of course, my cabinets are all made out of pallets. The bedroom. Of course, I gotta have my 40, sorry. But the bedroom still ain't really done. I still ain't finished painting or caulking. Salvaged this carpet. I mentioned it before, out of a dumpster. I was happy a dead body wasn't rolled up in it. And then my bathroom. The RV pump still provide me with adequate water. The compost toilet complete with flies. There's so many flies around here because the farmer's field across the way, it's almost impossible to keep them out. Bathroom, shower. Use the tin in here. I need to clean that. I feel like a hillbilly. Overall, I mean, for, you know, a single guy living out in the woods, I think I keep it pretty clean. I got a wife, but she's got her own house. It's an arrangement. But, yeah, so this is my place. I never really get into too much detail with what's going on inside. The solar power setup. Let me see. Put you on hold here for a second. I don't know if I ever showed any updates as far as what's going on here, but I got the Adventure 30 amp and the Rover. It's a 40 amp. That's an MPPT charge controller. That's your standard. And I added that because I maxed out the other. My inverter. My wire. I really wanted to put some loom on it. Another project I never finished. But, and my trash can. It's kind of my utility closet. So, stepping outside, still got the pretty view. You know what? I've never been in a single one of my videos. Let's see. That's me. Yep. Crazy looking, wild haired man. So, finished this up the other day. I made a video actually and posted it. And I had my son's dog here. And he killed a couple of my chickens. And I was going to take care of it for him for a little while to help him out because he had no place to put it. And I posted a video and I got so much negative feedback because I had him on a run and he was barking. And people were literally making comments like I'm Michael Vick, and it was ridiculous. I wasn't mistreating the animal. I had him on a run. He went inside. You know, it was just because I was working, doing things in the yard. He barked just insanely all the time. And people just made such a fuss over it. I just deleted the video. And, I mean, it was clear he was on a run. He had shelter. He had food, he had water, but apparently I'm a dog abuser and neglectful. If you watch my other videos, you will see I have a dog that is well treated. He's my best friend. I'm not an animal abuser by no stretch of the imagination. I also got some chicken, or not chickens, but ducks. I picked up the other day a lady, she didn't want them, so I got them temporarily in here. This is a temporary situation. This is a very temporary situation because this enclosure is too small and they need a pond. So that's going to be my next project, to get these guys straight. And all you animal people who are like, oh my God, look at those animals and how he treats them. That water is literally about a half an hour old. They're ducks. They're in the mud. They get in the water. The mud gets in the water, hence it looks dirty. They get water all day long. They're fine. Calm down. It was a temporary thing. I saved them. They could be dead. You should thank me. My chickens are dead because of the damn dog. And there's one of my chickens. And this is where he should be, but for some reason he gets out. And that one right there got mauled by that dog. You can see the feathers up on his back. And the one next to him. But luckily they survived. Yeah, that dog within about 10 seconds got in that coop, ripped through the chicken wire, and was in there tearing them up. So, don't have nothing against him. He's not here no more. I told my son he had to deal with his dog himself. Yeah, it was, I already took one of his dogs. That's how I got his last dog. It's my dog now. So, anyway, sorry for that rant. Just, people really frustrated me with that. They see an 8-minute clip and all of a sudden I'm Mike Vick. I'm out here beating dogs, and it's not the case. So, got my barn going. I still got to do some work on it. My friends have been coming over helping me out because of my torn shoulder. So, I actually didn't even put the roof on this at all. They're not the most skilled technicians, but they tried. They helped me out. I appreciate what they've done. I wish I could do it myself. Torn shoulder is pretty bad. I got a torn labrum, two tears in the rotator cuff. So, my pump works good from the creek. That's still going good. I pump water up to the trash can from a washer dryer. Generator still running like a champ. Really hate this mess. Once all my construction stuff's done, all this has got to go. I can't stand it. That's my water reservoir for my washer dryer. I did add a 100-watt panel to my building. So I'm getting ready to try and redo some batteries. I've never done it before. I watched some videos on YouTube about using Epsom salt and restoring batteries. So I have a collection in here. And hopefully I can do something with them. I mean, my solar in here is not doing too bad, 12.7 volts, but I got really, really crappy batteries, and I'm going to try and redo them. But anyway, that's a short clip.